Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're going to be working on setting our gender. So you go to the body type, you click on the button, you can choose female or male. It'll change the body types and the specific materials that go on them. So yeah, let's just hop into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, let's hop into our main menu level here. And next thing we're going to do, let's hop into our blueprints folder here. We're going to go to our components. Then we're going to go to our player stats component here. We're going to make a new variable called isMale. And we're going to compile and save. And we're going to set, by default, we're going to set that to be true, because we're going to be a male by default. So we'll do that. We can also go ahead and make this a new category called player details, because we're going to be adding some more stuff into this category. But for now, we'll do that in there. And we can close that out. Let's go to our blueprints, widgets, main menu widget. And we're going to go to the male button here. Click on it. Scroll down. Let me just get rid of that guy right there. Scroll down. Go to the on clicked right here. And we should probably comment some of this other stuff while we're here before we get started. So, let's comment this. Highlight it, press C. We're gonna, call this body type button. Like that. And let's comment this. We'll call this unhovered male button, and we'll just move this guy up, and we'll comment this one, call it unhovered female button. So we'll just move that guy up. And what we want to do here on the on clicked is we want to get our references. We're going to pull in our player ref right here. We're going to pull off of this. We're going to get our player stats component. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull off of this. We're going to say isMale. We're going to set isMale right here. We're going to set that to be true, so that whenever we click on this, we know that we're a male. And then what we want to do is we're going to pull in our player ref again. And we're going to get, let's go ahead and open our third person blueprint, because we're going to need this for some references. So go to your third person blueprints, third person character. And we're just going to, you know, click on the different body parts, and we're going to set the skeletal mesh. So, first we'll start with the torso. So let's do that. So we'll go to our player ref here. We're going to get torso. Get torso right here. Then we're going to pull off of this, and we're going to set skeletal mesh asset. Let me try the other one. Kind of like the other one. There should be two. Set skeletal, yeah, this one right here. Set skeletal mesh asset. I don't think it really matters which one you use, but for the example, I was using this one. So what we want to do here is we want to set what skeletal mesh asset we're going to use. So obviously, later on, what we're going to have to do when we build equipment and stuff, we're going to have to set conditions based on the type, our player type, like say Vagabond or Warrior or Wretch and stuff like that. We're going to have to, later on, once we add gear, we're going to need to, you know, make a branch and make a boolean that's called isVagabond, plug that into the condition, and, you know, based on which base character you've chosen, we're gonna have to set these skeletal mesh parts to be different based on, you know, which base class we've used. But right now we don't have any gear, so we're just gonna make it simple and just set it to our Wretch stuff. So what we want to do here in the skeletal mesh, we're just gonna hop over. This is our torso. So just click on your torso, torso right here, and let's go ahead and hop in our torso skeletal mesh and set the material as well while we're doing this. So just open this guy up. Go back to your third person character. Go back to your material right here. Hit the search, and then we're going to go back to the chest and just hit the back arrow on the material there, and we'll set the material. And then what we're going to do is on the skeletal mesh asset, hit the search button right there. We're going to go back to the main menu, then hit the back button right there, and that'll set that that skeletal mesh right there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our player ref, and we want to set let's get legs. Let's get our legs right here, and then we want to do the same thing. Set skeletal mesh asset, plug that in, and we're going to go back to our third person character, go to the legs, open the legs right here, and we'll also do the same thing. Just set the material, hit the search, go back over here, set that material in there, go back here, go to the next material, hit the search, go back and hit the back button on this to set the material like that. And then we're gonna go back to our skeletal mesh asset here, hit the search, go back to the main menu, hit the back button right here, and that'll set that as the skeletal mesh. So let's go ahead and compile and save. Now we want to do our hands, so let's pull in our player ref. We're gonna get hands right here, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Set skeletal mesh asset, plug it in, and we're gonna go back to our third person character, click on the hands. We're also gonna open this up and set the material inside of here. So go back here, click on the material there, go back to your hands, set the material, and we'll just save that. And then we'll go click on the skeletal mesh asset here, hit the search, and then we will go back here and hit the back button and set that one. Now, what we want to do is we want to do the head. So this is also something that's going to have to change later on, because right now all of these can pretty much stay these skeletal mesh assets, but later on when we add the ability to change your head type, we're going to also have to, you know, add a branch, set a condition that says like is head set, and if the headset is set, then we don't want to do anything. But if it's not set, we're going to set it to be our base character head. So, but for now, until we do all that, we're just going to leave it simple and just set it to our base character head. So, we're going to get our player ref, and then we're going to get face, get our face right here. And we want to pull off the face and set skeletal mesh like that. Then we're going to go back to our third person character. We're going to click on our face right here. Luckily we don't have to change anything on the materials here, but just hit the search on your skeletal mesh asset there, go back to the main menu, hit the back button on that, and that will set that as the head. So next thing we want to do is set the materials, and this is also something that's going to have to change based on if we've, you know, based on if we've in the character creator, you know, set our skin our skin textures or age and stuff like that. That's gonna, you know, we're gonna have to add a branch, set a condition that says is age set or is skin set, something like that. And if it is, we don't want to do anything. If it's not, then we want to set the material. So for now, until we get all that done, we're just gonna set the material. So pull in your player ref, and we're gonna get, same thing. We just want to get all of these. So actually what we could do is we could just go back and start from the beginning here. Get our player ref and torso, copy that, paste it down here. And then you want to set material. And then plug that in. And I don't think we have to do anything to the index, but let me check on the torso. Yeah, for the torso we're good, but what you can do is go ahead and hit the search right there. And then yeah, hit the search on your material, and then come back and then hit the back on the material right there, compile and save. And that'll set the material to our you know, our same material we're already using. So next, let's do our legs. So grab your legs right here, copy and paste. And then we're going to set material. And for this one, we want to do something different. We're going to want to set this material twice because we have different elements on different indexes. And what that means is if you click on your legs right here, you see we have two different materials, and if you look right here next to them, one of them says element 0 and one of them says element 1. When you look here, that's what this element index is referring to. So element 0 is going to be our element 0 body material. So let's just search that right there, come back and then set it. Then we're going to just copy this set material again, copy and paste it. And then on the element index right here, we're going to change that to be 1 because our underwear material is on element 1. So let's just plug our legs in right there. Double click on the wires to get a reroute node. Like that. And we just want to go back, grab that material right there, hit the search on it, come back, hit the back button on it right here, compile and save. And then next we want to do our hands, so we'll just copy this, Control C, Control V. And then on the hands we want to set material and plug that in. And honestly we could just grab the material from here, so just hit the search right there, hit the back button right there, and that'll set it. And we don't have to change the element because I don't think our hands have any other element. Yeah. And now, I think all we got is the face. So, let's grab our face right here, Control C, Control V. And we're going to pull off, set material. And we'll hook that in. And we'll go to our third person character, go to the face. So for this, you wanna choose the element for which LOD setting you're using. And your LOD sync component here. So if you look, I'm using minimum LOD 4. So I'm gonna use that one. Which if you look on your face, just click your face and you pull this guy out, you can look, it'll say, and it has all these elements here, and you can see that my LOD 4 is element 13 right here. So I'm going to go back to the element index here and set that to be 13. And then I'm going to search on my element 13, grab that material, and then hit the back button and set that material. And that's pretty good. So we'll compile and save. And that's pretty much it for our mail button for now. And obviously, if you wanted to, I don't think it's really going to be a big deal, because we're not really going to have the ability to, you know, move the camera super far away from our character, so I don't think our LODs are going to be changing really, like at all. So, but if you wanted to, if you did add something like that and your LODs, you know, if your LODs are changing, then you would want to go in here and then, you know, set the material for the different element indexes. But for me, I don't think that's going to be necessary, so I'm not going to do that. But, okay. So now, let's just go back to the designer. We're going to click on the female button. Female button. Yeah, and then we're gonna go down. We're gonna go to the on clicked. Then we're just gonna copy all of what we just did. We'll have to make a a little change here and there, but copy, paste that guy in, and plug it in right here. Like that. Let me just move these over. Try to line it up a bit, even though by the end of it it's not going to line up because we got some changes to make here. So we'll compile and save, and we can just close out our third person character for now. And I'm going to go to our MetaHumans folder, and where's it at? MetaHumans. I get my female character here. I'm going to open the female character, go to the viewport. And now we just want to set all the same stuff, but to be our, female options. So, what we're going to do is we want to, first on this set, is male, we want to set that to false because we are no longer a male if we hit that button. So, next we want to do is we want to set our torso. So go back to your female character. We also should set the materials in these skeletons, so we'll do the same thing. So open that up, go back, get your material, hit the search on that, come back, set that material. Let's go back, then we're going to get the next material, search, and set that material. Then we'll just save, and when it saves, we'll close it. So close that out. Then what we want to do is go back up to your skeletal mesh here, hit the search, we'll go back, and then we'll set that to be the female torso. Compile and save. Then we're going to go to the legs, so click on the legs. We'll go ahead and set the material here. Oh, actually, yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. We just got to make changes on the material later. Okay, so we'll just hit the search on the skin. We'll set that material. And then we'll go back and we'll hit the search on the cloth material and then set that material there. And then we will save and close it out. Then we want to go back to on your skeletal mesh, hit the search on that. We'll go back to the main menu. Hit the back button on your legs right here, and that'll set it to the female legs. Let's go ahead and compile and save. Then we want to do our hands, so let's go back, grab our hands right here. We're going to go ahead and set the material in the skeletal mesh as well. And then we'll just hit the search on the material, come back, and set that material. Then we'll save. Then we'll go ahead and close that out. Hit search on your skeletal mesh right there. We'll come back and set that to be our hands. And now we want to do the face. So we're just going to click on the face here. Hit the search. Come back and set that to be our face. So we'll compile and save. So for the torso here, we need to do basically what we did for our legs on our male character. Because she has 2 elements. Because she has to have a bra. So we're just going to pull some of this back right here. And for our element 0, we'll go ahead and change that material. So click on your torso, hit the search on her body right there, and then set that to be the material. And then off, we're just going to copy this set material, copy and paste it, plug it in, and then change our element index to be element 1. And we'll plug our torso in, double click to get a pin, and then we will set our cloth material. So get your cloth material and then set that in there. So we'll compile and save. And the legs, the white cloth material can stay the same, but we need to change our leg material, or yeah, the leg element 0. So hit the search on that one. Come back and set that one. And now our hands. So let's go back, click on our hands, hit the search on that, and then set that. And then our face, same thing applies. We already have our set element 0. Same thing applies. You know, search the specific LOD you're using, and then set that LOD material. So I'll go to my face, go to element 13 here, hit the search, and I will set that material. And then at the beginning here, let's just pull these back. And I'm gonna play that deep impact sound at the beginning when we click the buttons. So let's just plug this guy in, and we'll plug it into the female on-clicked as well. So we will compile and save, and let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Let's hop in. Let's go to new game, click a button, click on our body type, and click on our female, and you can see it sets. Click on our male, you can see it sets, and yeah, that's basically all there is to it. It works. But yeah, that's kind of all we're gonna do for this one. Like I said, we're gonna have to tweak our you know, our body type, you know, buttons the more we add to this. But for now, this is kind of all we need. It's kind of the start of it. So in the next one, we'll probably set our age, which that should be fairly simple as well. But once we do this, we're gonna have to come back into our, you know, our body types and change some things there. And yeah, that one should be easy. But we'll call it here. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.